All right, let's make sure we are streaming before we start rambling. Of course, of course. Um, are we good to go? I believe we are good to go. How is everyone today? I hope everyone's having a beautiful day, a beautiful morning, afternoon, night, whatever time you're watching this stream. Today, we are going to be talking about frustration. It's very easy to get frustrated when dealing with recovery, right? Because you've been doing this thing for so long. Chances are you've had a few setbacks, completely normal. So it's easy, to say the least, to become frustrated. I get that. I get that because I was there. Just a little quick insight on me. If you've seen my story video, you probably already know this, but I was years into recovery, well, not into recovery, but years into on and off bouts of sensitization. And then I found out about acceptance, then I learned all about it, and it was still another year or so before I actually dedicated to it. So this is years of on and off sensitization, then learning the right knowledge, then not using it, not dedicating to it, and then finally dedicating to it. And it took still about another year of dedication to get to 100%. It got a lot easier as the months went on, but for 100%, I'd say about another year. So this is a long time to spend doing this thing and to have the right knowledge and to be using it, but it still takes, this amount of time can be very frustrating. I was there. I was there. So I understand why and how you can become frustrated. I get a lot of comments from people who find themselves frustrated at times because they're not seeing the results that they want to see as quickly as they want to see them. So, what should you do about this? What should you do about this frustration? I'm just going to give you some pointers and tips today on this stream. Before we get started, let me just check the chat real quick. I never check the chat before the point of the video, but I'm going to today. Follow your bliss, Muhammad. Hello, everyone. Thomas. Hello. Travis. Welcome. Today we are talking about frustration. So, anyway, back to the point. What can you do about frustration? What can you do about it? Is there anything you can do about it? Well, the first thing I would say is to realize that frustration is a form of thinking. Frustration is a form of negative thought. Anytime you are feeling frustrated, you need to take a step back and really look at what thoughts you're entertaining in that moment. That frustration is coming from somewhere, and it's coming from your own thoughts. So, what thoughts are you entertaining when you find yourself upset and frustrated about recovery? Take a step back. What am I entertaining upstairs? Because that's where you'll find that your frustration, that's where it is born, is upstairs. So that's my first tip, to be more mindful of the thoughts you're entertaining. If you're frustrated, you're more than likely entertaining a very drawn out negative line of dialogue. After you realize that, another tip that I would give you is in those moments where you just want to be upset and angry about this whole thing, you need to realize how far you've come. Okay, you may only be 2 weeks into recovery, you may only be 2 months into recovery, and if you're doing acceptance, if you're using the two main keys and you're truly dedicating to it, you should be seeing some results, even if they are minor. But that's okay. My point is, you need to realize in those moments where you're frustrated that you've come a long way. Okay, you really have, and it may be, like I said, in very minor, small ways, but you still come a long way, and you need to focus on that instead of focusing on how far you've still got to go. That's a big one. You need to focus on the progress you've made, even if it's small, instead of focusing on how far you've got to go. That can be a very, very helpful way to deal with those moments where you just get frustrated. And I remember those moments well. Okay, I remember those moments well. So I know it's easy to get worked up. It's easy to let your mind run away with you with all of this negative bull crap. But those two things is what I would tell you to do most definitely. Be more mindful of what negative thoughts you're entertaining, and focus on how far you've come, even if it's minor, instead of focusing on how far you've got to go. What thoughts we entertain in our head is going to shape what we feel at any given moment. So if we can become more mindful and decide to, instead of following negative thoughts, be more rational and more positive instead of obsessing on the negative, that will shape how we feel in any given moment. So if you're dealing with a lot of frustration right now, trust me, I understand. I know how frustrating it can be. It can be very annoying, but those two things is what I would tell you to do. And if you do those two things, it should help you out with the frustration that you feel. So that's my insight on frustration during recovery, because I know it's a real thing. So I hope someone takes something from that and is able to put that to good use, those little bits of knowledge there, and I hope it helps somebody. Now that we're done with that, we can get to the chat and we can see how you guys are doing today. So if you were here just for the point of the video, that is officially over. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I love you. But now we're going to hang out with the chat for a little bit. All right. We're far behind here. I don't really read the chat while I'm doing the topic of the video because I get too distracted. So let's see. I have been in recovery and doing well with obsessive thoughts. I'll go months without a thought, and then randomly one will pop into my head, and I'm like, what the fuck, no. Yeah, see, that can happen, and, you know, it's during those moments where we really need to work on our mindfulness skills and really sharpen those skills, and we need to see those moments as learning opportunities, not as a bad thing. We don't need to label or judge it as a bad thing. Our labels and our judgments cause most of our suffering. I don't get reactions to thoughts, but I still get anxious thoughts. Does that eventually end? Yes. And if you're not experiencing any reactions to your anxious thoughts, then that is a great, probably the number one sign that your nerves are healing. Every time I go a while without an obsessive thought and it pops up, I just remind myself, you went through this 100 times. This is no different. Eventually you get stung by a bee so many times you're immune. I like that. That's a good analogy. I really like that. It's a good way of looking at things. Hello, Joey. Welcome. Chris, hello. What do you do when you start thinking you're going to die? Just like any other negative thought, just like any other irrational thought, we need to chuck it all into the same bucket and realize what we entertain is going to affect how we feel. We don't have to entertain thoughts, no matter how important they may seem. At the end of the day, a thought is still just a thought. No matter how important a certain thought pretends to be, a thought is just a thought. We don't have to give it that much power. We don't have to label it. We don't have to judge it. We can just watch it calmly, passively. What calms me and gives me confidence is I just remind myself anxiety is true courage, false fear. I like that. Wonder Bro, what's new for you? Anything exciting going on in life? Let's see. Anything exciting going on in my life? Basically, my life is the YouTube channel. I love the YouTube channel. I'm dedicated 110% to it. If I'm not doing a stream, I'm making a video. If I'm not making a video, I'm editing a video. If I'm not editing a video, I'm working on the social media accounts for the Wonder Bro name. If I'm not working on the social media accounts, I'm doing thumbnails. If I'm not doing thumbnails, I'm doing something. Advertising, I'm doing something for the channel. Now, it's not to say that I don't do other stuff. I do like to game. I do like to, do that from time to time. But my life basically is the YouTube channel, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love the YouTube channel. I don't know what I would do without it. It's like the the Discord server. The Discord server that we just recently started for the YouTube channel. That was a really cool idea that we got going. It's like a chat room over there. So that's another thing that I've got on my plate now that I try to manage. I try to make sure, it's running smoothly and free of trolls. So, so that's another thing I do. But a typical day in the life of Wonder Bro is usually wake up at some odd time. Right now, I'm on a good sleep schedule. I don't know how long that'll last. Wake up whenever I wake up, get something to eat, and get straight on my computer, check the comments, try to respond to as many comments as I can, figure out if I'm going to do a stream for that day or a video, and then go from there. And then the rest just kind of falls in place. Editing and thumbnails and advertising and all that good stuff. I'm not complaining at all. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's a dream come true. But yeah, so not too exciting. Nothing too exciting. I am, however, now that you mention it, I do have something pretty exciting going on at the moment. As you guys know, I recently got a computer, and I was very impatient. Okay, I'm just going to admit that. I was very impatient when I bought this computer, and I bought a pre-built. Now, if you know anything about computers, you'll know that if you buy a pre-built gaming computer, you're spending more money for less quality. So I shouldn't have been impatient, and I bought this computer, and it is one of the best computers I've ever used, and it's perfect for editing. It's perfect. But it's really outdated, and I wasn't aware of that when I bought it, but it's a pretty outdated computer, and the more I look into it, the more I realize it's not that great. So last night I got one of my friends who's a big computer guy. He knows everything about computers, to put together a custom part list on my Amazon for me. I'm like, hey, pick out some really good parts that are up to date, and as I get money, I'll try to buy them, and then we can just build it from scratch. So we did that. I got a couple parts ordered last night, and I think I've got like 4 more parts to go. And then I'll have this custom built PC that is actually up to date and worth the money. So that's exciting. There's something exciting for you. It's a little bit exciting, right? It's exciting to me. I'm looking forward to it. It's just going to take some time. Anyone who knows anything about computers knows that parts can be a little expensive. So it's just going to take some time. But I'm still pumped for it. A true YouTuber. We all appreciate your wisdom. You're amazing and touching so many lives. Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. I act calm, but inside I can feel that I'm kind of unsettling, not calm at all, as if I always wanted to do things all at the same time. Gives me a headache, but constantly thinking irrationally. Yeah, I mean, if you're using acceptance, not feeling calm on the inside is completely normal. That's a big part of being sensitized. That's a huge part of being sensitized. So even though you don't feel calm on the inside, don't add to it. Don't fuel the fire. That's the key. Do you have any triggers throughout recovery? Triggers as in thoughts, but I feel like all triggers are pretty much thought, because if we break it down, every trigger has something to do with a negative thought form. So if we look at it that way, I'd say everyone does. I'm doing well, but occasionally I worry about having a setback. Remember, chalk up setbacks as something you shouldn't worry about, because that's just another obsessive negative thought. And to the brain, all negative obsessive thoughts are a danger, so it'll play off your nerves. That's all you need to remember about whatever thought it is you're having. Yay about computer parts. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like I said, I shouldn't have been impatient and bought a pre-built. I should have just built it from day one, but I got impatient, so now I'm going to go back and try to do it the right way, but it's a little pricey. I was able to get 3 or 4 of the parts last night, and I got 4 more to go. So hopefully we will get that built soon. That'll be exciting. And then I'll probably just give my computer away. I don't even know if I'll sell it. I'll probably just give it to somebody. Like, I love doing that. If I'm going to build a new computer, then there's nothing wrong with the one I've got now. And instead of charging somebody for it, I've been very fortunate in my life with this YouTube channel, thanks to you guys. So I probably won't even sell it. I'll just give it to some kid or something. I don't know. Post it on Facebook. Like, whoever wants this computer, come and get it for your child. It's free. Something like that. I don't know. I love doing that kind of thing. I know you aren't big on subs, but honestly, I got some Ollie? I'm not sure what that is. Stress gummies from the store, and those make me feel so calm. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of anything like that. What time is it? Okay. Acceptance is definitely for life in general and not just anxiety. That's why I preach acceptance so much and I talk about thoughts so much, because sensitized or not, everything that you're learning here on the channel is a life skill. Not an anxiety skill, but a life skill. Can you heal while having a job? Absolutely. You can heal under any stressful circumstance. And I made a video not long ago on that actually, about being able to heal under whatever circumstance you're under, as long as you're using the advice. Just curious, what do you think about Jim Carrey and his newfound mindfulness? It's awesome. I love it. I love it. People think he's a little strange, but that's just because he's woke. You know, he's woke. He doesn't give in to the bullshit ego games anymore. So, I love it. What's the name of that lamp you have? The salt rock lamp. I just call it a salt rock lamp, but I think it's like a Himalayan salt rock lamp or something like that. Get them for like 30 bucks or something, 40 on Amazon. Thankful that I found your site. Very thankful for you sharing your experience and for introducing me to Claire Weeks. Thank you for helping others. Absolutely. I love it. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I love the YouTube channel. I love what I do. It's amazing. Anxiety has been up the last few days because of a bad flu, but getting through it, trying to use the 2 main keys. Awesome. Just always come back to the 2 main keys. No matter what it is you're going through, no matter what your life circumstance is, no matter what the situation is, come back to those 2 main keys. I promise they're there for you. They're there for you. He's eccentric. People think he's crazy. Fame can make people crazy. He's woke as fuck. Yeah. He's just eccentric. He's woke up, and he was already like kind of out there, Jim Carrey. He was already kind of like a crazy dude in a good way. And now he's woke on top of that. So now he sounds even more crazy, but he's not crazy by any means, not in a bad way. He's more normal than all these people out there that are so identified with their mind, that's for sure. But it just comes off as crazy because people are not used to that. The norm these days is to be totally mind identified and ego identified. So when someone's woke, especially someone as straightforward, I guess, as Jim Carrey, I can see how that comes off as crazy, but truthfully, at the end of the day, it's the other way around, if we're being honest. Also, guys, just want to throw this out there. I am doing coaching sessions all day today. I'm trying to get, like, completely caught up on those, so I'm going to knock as many coaching sessions out today as I can. Those are totally optional, and all you need to know is in the videos. I always say that, because it's not a money thing. If you want to recover, you can do so for free. Watch the videos. The one-on-one coaching sessions are just for people who want that extra support, and it's something I can do in my free time to make a little bit of extra money, because you have to survive somehow. So, but if you can't afford it, there's the videos. They're free, and I don't leave anything out. I'm not a scam artist. But if you do want a coaching session, reach out to the WonderBro Facebook page or the WonderBro Instagram, and I do hour coaching sessions. I would link it, but honestly, just go to Facebook or Instagram and type in WonderBro Yo. All my social media is usually found under WonderBro Yo, just Y-O at the end. And reach out to me on either one of those platforms, and we can see if we can get you in today. I'm trying to knock as many of those out as I can today. Try to dedicate the entire day to that. Let's see. He talks about how depressed he was for a long time. Such an improvement. Yeah, definitely. Anytime you're so ego identified or mind identified, you're way more likely to fall under the spell of depression or anxiety, things of that nature. And anytime you wake up and come out of that, you know, it's like a whole new life. When you were sensitized, did you still play video games? I love playing games, but it's too stimulating for me now. I can understand how too stimulating video games can be for a sensitized person. And at first, it was the same way for me. But I slowly got back into it as I started recovering and realized what needed to be done. I was like, hey, let's pick back up gaming. So I slowly introduced myself into gaming again. Hold on, I don't know why it's not letting me scroll. All YouTubers' followers have names. What should we be? Wonder Peeps, Wonder Fam, Wonder Bras. Bras. I like that. For the longest time, I've just called my community here on the channel family. And that's not very entertaining, I know. So we should probably pick something up. Wonder Peeps or Wonder Fam? I kind of like Wonder Fam. I mean, I've been calling everybody family anyway, so that's not very far off. Wonder Fam. I'm going to try to make that catch on. We'll see if we can get that going. Off topic, but do you play any Fortnite? I love to play it, but some of these kids are so good, it's hard to get a W. Fortnite, oh boy. I have a love-hate relationship with Fortnite. I really enjoyed it when it first came out, but now it's getting a little ridiculous with all the stuff they've added. So I haven't played it in a long, long time. But I can see the appeal. I can still see the appeal. I understand it. The coaching sessions, when I came up with the price for the coaching sessions, I thought of one thing, and I based it off of this one thing. I looked at every other mental health YouTuber and stuff like that that offer coaching sessions and realized that their prices were up in the hundreds of dollars, and realized that I did not want to be that guy, so my coaching sessions are only $50 for the hour. I didn't even want to get close to the $100 mark. I felt like that's too much, so I just settled on right in the middle. Truly, Jim is woke as fuck. Yeah, he really is, and it's amazing, and it's so cool to see. It's so cool to see. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I want to throw this out there one more time just to make it very, very clear. The videos that are on the YouTube channel, the free videos, they do not leave anything out. You can watch nothing but the videos for 110% free without paying a dime and recover. 110%. I am not a scam artist. Watch the videos, recover, don't pay me a dime. The coaching sessions are just for people who want one-on-one support that I can do in my personal time to make a little extra cash so that I can keep this gut. That's all it is. So, completely optional. And I try to keep them cheap. Cheap as shit compared to everything else that I researched. So, how do you take payments? I accept payments via PayPal. I don't do prepays because sometimes my internet gets a little crazy. I only accept payment after completion of the session. That way, if something happens with my internet or something technology, man. So I only accept payments after we're done, after we've closed the session, we're good to go. Then you can pay me, and it's PayPal. It's on the screen right there. But yeah, if you're interested in a session, don't pay me now. Get up with me on either one of the Wonder Bros social medias, Facebook or Instagram. We'll do the session, and then you can pay me. That's just kind of a safety precaution. In case something was to happen, you won't be charged. I try to do everything by the book. Try to do everything by the book. But yeah, I'm gonna try to dedicate today to doing as many sessions as I can. I've done quite a few with people over this, past little while. So people seem to really enjoy those. I'm just gonna try to dedicate today to doing as many of those as possible. Let's see if I can grab the Wonder Bro Facebook link real quick. Let's see if this works. No, that's coming through a little weird. Let's see. Maybe this will be clickable. Maybe. Let's see if that link works. Yes. Okay, there's the Wonder Bro Facebook link. So if you're interested in a one-on-one coaching session with yours truly, head on over to that link and toss the page a message. If you don't have Facebook but you have Instagram, you're in luck. because you can message me on Instagram as well under WonderBro Yo. Empty apple juice container filled with water. Need to make sure I stay awake today if I want to stay on this good sleep schedule. Oh, thank you, Jeremiah. Is there a Jeremiah? I think that's how you say that. Is there a Jeremiah in the chat right now? Thank you for the $10 donation. I really appreciate that. You guys are amazing. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But anytime you do, expect a lot of gratitude to flow from me, because I really am truly grateful. Always means a ton. So thank you so much. Don't be shy. Speak up in the chat if that was you. If I butchered your name, please let me know. But I think that's what it was. Hello, Super. I hardly got any sleep last night. Oh wait, I hardly got any sleep at night. I'm assuming you mean last night. Yeah, sleep can be hard to come by sometimes when you're on your recovery journey, but that's to be expected. That's a very common thing. The only thing that gets me together lately is WonderBro. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, welcome, my friend. Welcome. We've had several sessions together. Very nice guy. Very nice guy indeed. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. My hat reminds you of something. What does my hat remind you of exactly? Mary, if you want, you can go up into the search bar and search my username, followed by sleep. And I've got, I think, several videos on sleep that you can check out, and they may help you out. Holds, hello, my friend. Welcome. Hope everyone's doing good today. Yeah, anytime you're trying to find a certain video of mine, or if you're wondering if I've already covered a certain topic, just go up to the search bar, type in my name, and followed by, whatever topic or subject you're looking for. And I've got quite a few videos, so chances are you might find it what you're looking for there. Quite a few videos. Definitely, Eric. Definitely. Always focus on how much progress you've made as opposed to focusing on how far you've got to go. Just switching that around. I'm not going to focus on how much far I've got to go. Instead, I'm going to focus on how much progress I have made. Even if it's small, I'm going to focus on that instead, because whatever we're entertaining upstairs, that's going to affect whatever we're feeling at that moment. So remember that. Mindfulness. Alright, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. It was a good one. I always enjoy chatting to you guys. If anyone is interested in a one-on-one coaching session with me, reach out to the Facebook page or the Instagram under WonderBro Yo. Would love to hear from you, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Love catching up with you guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, I will see you in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, check the descriptions of my latest videos. You'll find the link there. Come chat with us. Love to see you. And until next time, as always, right there, stay off.